For many, flying coach has become downright uncomfortable with more passengers squeezed into smaller seats. Turns out that may also be putting lives at risk in an emergency. Here's transportation correspondent Kris Van Cleave.
Get the people out of there.
When this American Airlines 767 had an engine fire during takeoff in Chicago in 2016,
They're going out now.
it took more than 2 minutes to get everyone off. But according to FAA requirements, airline manufacturers have to show they can evacuate a completely full airliner in 90 seconds or less, even with half the exits blocked.
We're waiting for instructions.
This Delta flight veered off a snowy runway at New York's LaGuardia Airport in 2015. The impact damaged the onboard communication system, and the evacuation took more than 17 minutes.
This way is fine.
And now there's a new concern. As airlines shrink seats to fit more people on board, passenger safety advocates worry evacuations will take even longer. The space between rows has shrunk from as much as 35 inches to 31. In some cases, it's down to just 28 inches, even as passengers themselves are getting bigger. Do you believe the shrinking of seats is making the flying public less safe?
Oh, definitely.
Paul Hudson is president of Flyers' Rights, an advocacy group that sued to force the FAA to regulate seat size and update decades-old safety standards.
The biggest concern is you won't be able to get out in time before you're overcome by smoke or fire. You won't be able to engage in the brace position, which means your head will hit the seat in front of you.
This summer, an appellate court sided with Hudson's group. It found a plausible life and death safety concern and ordered the FAA to look at the issue. The FAA says it is still reviewing that decision. Airlines and airplane manufacturers say they meet or exceed all federal safety standards and requirements. Evacuation tests are done, but it is virtually impossible to truly simulate a real-world crash environment. Anthony?
Kris Van Cleave, thank you, Kris.